5 seconds.
I already did an educational Furion video. Hopefully I can play Bat. Alright. We're just picking Bat Rider. Educational. Fuck! No worries. It's fine. It's fine. I didn't want to play Bat anyways. So, we can go Brewmaster or Sand King. Which do you want? A Kaihan? Quick! Alright, you're not answering. I'm just playing Brew. So, luckily we picked Brewmaster because I have a Terrorblade and Brew is really good against Terrorblade because you can just purge all of his illusions and kill them with your Storm Panda or Wind Panda. I actually forget if it's Storm or Wind. Not that it really matters, that's just like a nitpick lore thing, but I'm sure all of the lore people are gonna be like, actually, it's a water panda. I don't know, but anyways, you can dispel illusions and it does a lot of damage to them, and basically Brewmaster is just very good against illusion heroes in general because you can minimize the amount of damage that they're doing like very, very easily. And you can also just, you know, not only can you kill their illusions, but, you know, you can just lift up the Terrorblade when he's meta'd and kite out his minute or what, like 3-minute cooldown ability, and it's just, Brewmaster's just very, very good against illusions in general. Ask like any pro player, they will tell you that. But so we're gonna be against a Mag Terrorblade lane. I kind of think I want a Ring of Protection here, just because we're gonna be against a lot of physical damage, so the Ring of Protection will just help laning quite a bit. Because we're only a 2 armor hero, and while we do have the evasion from Drunken Brawler, extra armor can just help you quite a bit against Terrorblade in lane, because, or especially a Terrorblade Magnus lane, because they're just gonna be right-clicking you a lot.
30 seconds to battle.
Since we have a Mirana, I'm probably just going to be maxing. I'm going to be going Thunderclap and Drunken Brawler. Again, there are a lot of physical damage, so Drunken Brawler is going to be super value in lane. The mischance is just really nice when you're against heroes that want to hit you a lot. So realistically, in this lane, we are just going to try to survive the Metamorphosis usage from the Terrorblade early on, and just kind of like wait it out, deny the wave back to in front of tower. Hopefully Mirana will be able to stop the pulls from Magnus, and we'll be able to just be in a solid position after the first meta is used. I would say by the time we hit level 3, we should be able to start aggressing on them fairly easily. We might be able to aggress on them before level 3, but level 3 is definitely like what our power spike is going to be. So, got the meta. That's lovely. Mirana killed the range creep. Everything's going just dandy. We're just trying to pull it. Oh, we're against Nyx actually, not Mag. Interesting. Definitely would have expected Magnus as the 5, not Nyx, but it looks like Void Spirit is the support. But still, the lane game plan doesn't really change that much comparatively from a Magnus and a Nyx. We're just trying to pull creeps back. Mirana's doing a great job of zoning the Terrorblade. Like, as you can see, I mean, Mirana just played amazingly. She played in the trees on the left side, and she was just constantly harassing the Terrorblade while also arrowing range creeps. So now our wave is going to be going in, and we want to just contest this pool. Our Mirana should be fine. Oh, oh fuck. Unfortunately, they got the range deny. But it's fine. We're just gonna bring this over.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
We're going to pull this to the big camp because we want this to spawn again. I don't know. We're not gonna get it to spawn this minute, but it's fine. We're gonna bring the creeps back to our creep wave because we want the creeps to push into us now. Because the further away Terrorblade is from his tower, the worse he feels in this lane. So I'm level 3 now, Mirana's level 2. That means we're getting close to that power spike that I was talking about. We want to start using our spells. Just get them to feel pressured a little bit. And we're gonna rush a bottle, as I do in most lanes. Bottle is just incredibly useful on a lot of melee strength heroes. It keeps your health up. If you can get it before 5 minutes, it allows you to cycle the bottle refill on runes, on 5-minute bounty runes. And yeah, it just allows you to keep playing really like in the carry space and keep pressure going. Oh, he used meta. That was a really bad meta usage in my opinion, because he's so far away from his tower that he should be able to pressure him out. I got a big camp pool here, but it's fine. I mean, so if this is how Terrorblade is using his meta, like, again, it is really, really bad for him. Because typically Terrorblade wants to use his meta to have complete control of the wave that he uses meta on. And, and what I mean by that is he wants to be able to like, deny full creep waves and make the offlaner feel really, really weak. But his meta is already out, and he's basically only secured one creep wave. So when he used that meta, it just wasn't good. That was a great arrow. I'm gonna just go up here, try and block this guy a bit. Good shit. I'm gonna turn. We want to hit Terrorblade because he's weak as shit. That's fine. I mean, I fucked up there. I used myself too early, but it's still fine. Killed the Terrorblade. He's gonna miss a lot of creeps, and Mirana is super happy. I can bother you when I TP in.
Your middle tower is under attack.
So when you TP into a lane from Fountain, you can use 2 bottle charges. 2 bottle charges on whoever you want to use them on, and you will continuously refill your bottle for 3 seconds after returning from the fountain, or TPing out of fountain, or whatever you want to call it. So I'm just trying to use my Q off cooldown. This Terrorblade is super easily pressurable now by me and Mirana, so we want to just keep pressuring him, keep making him feel uncomfortable. We don't want him to get any CS. We don't have to right-click him or anything. We don't have to aggro the tower. We just need to walk at him, just like this. He's already missed 3 creeps because of what we're doing, and as you can see, he's probably crying to his team, going, "Help! There's this Brewmaster walking at me." All right, and we have made a meta. And as we said before, we're just gonna dodge the impale, walk away. All is well. Terrorblade has wasted yet another metamorphosis. And then we're just gonna connect this creep wave in front of our tower, because as I said at the beginning of the game, Terrorblade feels real uncomfortable when he is not under tower. So whenever we can get our creep wave to meet right here, it's just super beneficial for us. Terrorblade probably won't even be coming to lane anymore because his meta's down. So we should be able to get level 6 freely. It's really not our responsibility to go mid and help or anything before level 6. So whatever's happening mid is just whatever's happening mid. Again, just not really our responsibility. Brew split is our or level 6 is our like first timing, and this applies to a lot of heroes in Dota. Basically, level 6 is just a huge timing where if you hit it, or when you hit level 6, you become like one of the strongest heroes in the game, especially as a hero like Brewmaster that has a super powerful ultimate. So what we want to do with this ult, if at all possible, is pressure a tower. And realistically, we can pressure top tower right now. Because our TA is just getting hella pressured middle, and the wave is already like at our tier 2 tower. So if we were to go mid, it would just take a long time for us to actually be able to pressure mid, and we don't necessarily want to get out of top until this tower is dead. Like, realistically, we want heroes to come to us and play to us, if at all possible. If we were going to move middle with our ult, it would probably be around 10 minutes. Because then we can play on our 10-minute siege creep and actually be able to do a lot of damage to the mid tower. As I've said many times before on my stream, the mid tower is the mid tier 1 tower is one of the most important towers in the game. That's part of why you probably, or like the enemy team has been playing so many heroes in the mid lane this game. I'm just gonna tank this tower here. No reason not to.
The enemy's top tower has fallen.
Out of my way!
And so when I say Brew ult is like a power spike, it's like we are strong because Primal Split is off cooldown. It's not like we're trying to force ourselves to use Primal Split no matter what. It's more that
Your bottom tower is under attack.
if the enemy were to contest us at some point in this game, then we are able to use Primal Split and be a very menacing force. But the fact that nobody came top to even try and defend this tower, there's literally zero reason for us to use Primal Split, which is good. Like a lot of people may be like, oh wow, you've had Primal Split off cooldown for 2 minutes, and like, don't you like really want to use it or whatever? And it's like, yes, you do want to use it, but you're not supposed to like force the issue too much. So now we're mid pretty naturally. We can pressure the tower here. Okay, now this is okay. All right, RP down. Can we have like 4 or 5 man in the mid tower when I'm up? Maybe I should have ulted earlier. I kind of don't think so, but unfortunate that went the way it did. Honestly, I wasn't really paying attention to where the enemy heroes was, so that was just a silly death by me. But it's still fine. Silly deaths happen at all MMR brackets. We can definitely pressure. I have splits. We have a siege creep. So, part of the reason, like, in hindsight, part of the reason why I would say that death really isn't that bad is they used RP before the 10-minute catapult. So now we have a siege creep to work with, and again, since the mid tower is super important, as I have said many times before, we are just going to hit the tower as much as possible.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, unfortunate. I mean, our mid player and our carry just isn't really coming. It's fine though. We got a good amount of damage. We killed someone. We forced a lot of heroes middle. They used meta. We're actually more than fine with what's happening. Like, our TA is catching up. It's unfortunate that my team isn't really listening to me, but at the same time, we're just doing what we have to do. If I'm not making these aggressive moves that I'm trying to make right now, then it's just like our entire team is going to be farming on our side of the map, and that's just going to result in a loss basically, because our team is playing way too slowly. So the fact that I forced 4 heroes middle with just my 2 supports, and you know, they use metamorphosis and everything, like, it's, oh my goodness, I just accidentally wasted a TP. It's just, it allows my team to basically catch up. And it's pretty much our job as the offlaner to just be sitting mid in general after we already claim the top tier 1, because usually we have a mid tier 1 to protect. Again, whatever happened, whatever happened in this game that like caused our mid tier 1 to die super early, I honestly wasn't paying that much attention, but it was not ideal. Our TA is definitely having a rough game. He's probably like super mad and tilted, and that's why he's not listening to me, but again, it's whatever. We're just gonna sit here and keep trying to pressure. I'm not too comfortable hitting it yet because Primal Split's still on cooldown, so we're probably going to be hitting it with this 13-minute wave. Uh-oh. Unless we just die. Which, that might happen. But, you know, such is life. We're just going to keep walking out the mid tower until the mid tower falls because, as I said before, the mid tower just opens up so much of the enemy jungle, and you just have to have it, like, die, basically. We cannot just be a hero that AFK farms. I mean, I could be playing a lot more passively, like, way back here, but it's just... It's just not... It's not good. It's not good to play that passively as the offlaner. Sometimes you just have to run in and force enemy heroes to you over and over, so your team can hit creeps the way they want to. It's not ideal, but such is life. Dota is not about being ideal all the time.
I'm beating my
But yeah, they're running out of driver right now. I'm actually just gonna push us in and use my ult for this tower.
as good as another. Primal Split!
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Alright, force meta. They're gonna kill me, but it's okay. Hey. Alright, got the tower. Force, what was that, 5 heroes on us? Made them use meta again? Honestly, we take those. We're getting close to Ags. The map is getting pretty open now. Hopefully with our next ult, we're gonna have Ags, and our cores will be more inclined to fight with us. But we will see.
Just a bit.
Spoiled that.
So now that we have gotten the mid tower and we've kind of evened out the map, because we can like get to their side of the map just as easily as they can get to our side of the map. We're even in towers and everything. We can play. We're just trying to farm a bit more. I don't want to go in here alone. Yowar is getting quite upset with the TA for. I mean, the TA had a rough game. That's just life. Like, I don't know. I don't really necessarily think it's TA's fault for how rough of a game she had, but it's fine. We're just trying to finish our Ags now, though.
One for luck.
I mean, alright, nah, our team,
Out of my way.
whatever, doesn't matter. Since 2 of our heroes died, I'm just gonna run top. There's really no way that we're gonna contest them when
Can you fight
when our core is dead. Yeah, I have Ags. I have 2 ults. We can definitely fight him here. Hell, we can even do Roche ourselves with TA. So, I believe they don't have meta up. Can we do this shit, actually? I really don't think they have meta, so I believe we're able to do this. I could be wrong. We can force them to come here and probably fight. So I'm gonna be super liberal about using my ult here. Well, This is not going ideally.
I hoist them back.
Salamene smiles upon me.
Well, unfortunate. Did not win that fight. What can you do?
Down.
As you can see though, all I'm trying to do with my Brewlings was basically control the Terrorblade and Magnus as much as possible. I lifted the Magnus with my Wind Panda, and I was just trying to kill the Terrorblade illusions. Jesus, they are just hunting non-stop.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
This is a rough one, for sure. This game is in a pretty awkward place though, because our TA only has a deso at 19 minutes, which is like pretty bad farm, and we really need this BKB on Gyro for him to actually be able to be in fights. So
Your bottom tower
we're just trying to chill at this point. We get significantly stronger with our level 2 ult, so if at all possible, we really want to just get to level 12 and have a double ult for our next big team fight. We may be forced to use like one of our ult charges sometime soon, just to be able to defend a tier 2 or something. Well, I mean, I say that and then okay, this shit happens. Alright, I just need an ult here. So they were just doing that to force my ult, which, you know, was good by them. I'm just gonna keep my Earth Panda safe, lift them with my Wind Panda. Oh well. Had to use ult to live, such is life. It's not like we were gonna actually fight them with my ult anyways anytime soon. I mean, maybe like kind of soon. We are getting close to our Gyro BKB, but it's just the game state is not in a very good spot right now. So we just have to survive, get what farm we can. Also, I didn't really talk about it, but I've said it many times before. Casual Cloak and Casual Windlace are like two of the best casual items in the game. They just help fill up your inventory and like make you stronger, like by a large margin. The 15% magic resistance actually goes such a long way in being able to survive, and they have a ton of magic damage between Viper, Nyx, and Void Spirit, so there's really no reason to not just have a Casual Cloak if you have the extra item slot. I would definitely say a Casual Cloak is more value than a Casual Windlace on most heroes. If I was playing like Bat Rider, for example, I would probably say Casual Windlace is better, because Bat Rider is a very movement speed based hero, but in general, both of these items are just good in general. Alright, we force it. Oh my goodness, they're ruthless. I mean, all right, I'm not really paying attention to the minimap that well, but they are just running around the map, constantly hunting us, and it's rough, but it's okay. Such is life sometimes.
Your top tower is under attack.
Our Aegis should be expiring soon. We're level 12. We have a Blink Deso on TA. Alright, we should be able to fight them now. Their Aegis is going down soon. We have Blink Deso, we have BKB. So usually when you're playing, or just in Dota in general, you should be aiming to play around your item timings as much as possible. So we just hit a Blink and a BKB at the same time on our Gyro and TA, which is considered like a power spike. And you'll hear me talk about power spikes like all the time. 0-5. But when you hit a power spike, you typically want to be able to make a move as a unit. Oh, good. Perfect, perfect, perfect. But when you hit a power spike, you want to be able to run on the enemy team, like as a collective whole, and because like you know that you're just that strong that, well, hopefully you're that strong that you're able to just like team fight them and, you know, be able to actually open up the map for your heroes a bit. Because if you just play passively for the entire game, you're never gonna make the map feel better for you. Like, so you want to be able to get on the enemy side of the map, if at all possible. Oh, I still don't have a neutral item. It's so hard to do everything properly at once while also commentating on the game. I don't even know. Yeah, I'll take the broom handle. I kind of want the armor this game. But as you can see, we were just kind of sweeping the map after the mag kill because we killed the Magnus, and then we wanted to see if we could get more out of the map after the mag kill. It turned out that we couldn't, but good. Right. Alright, killed Nyx. I'm gonna lift Magnus. I'm gonna kill TB illusions. Whoops, I accidentally lowered Magnus. This actually is good if I get split off. Nice, 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 nice. So I'm gonna look with my Wind Panda. I got Nyx as well. Nyx over here, Nyx over here. Perfect. Everything's looking up, chat. Everything's looking up. Managed to team wipe them. Now we just kind of... So, because we managed to kill all of them, ideally we're able to take a tier 2 tower, but we don't really have a creep wave here, so I'm just going to be going for the bounty runes top, trying to, you know, just get as much as we can out of those kills. And as you can see, our entire team is just kind of... Well, our entire team theoretically should be splitting up and just farming the entire map as a whole. So, like, TA should be, like, farming all of this jungle, Gyro should be farming bottom, farming this jungle, etc., etc. You kind of get the idea. I mean, if the enemy team wants to feed like they're doing right now, or whatever, it's more than fine. Probably going to be going to Vlad's though. Vlad's is just really, really good. In general, on Brewmaster, it buffs all of your pandas a shit ton, as well as you know, we have 2 right clickers on our team between Gyro and Templar Assassin, so it makes both of those heroes feel way stronger with the lifesteal and damage percentage increase. But yeah, so our TA is dead. We're just trying to chill a bit while TA is dead. We're in no rush. I'm gonna take the Pupil's Gift instead of Broom Handle, I think. The extra mana is really good against Nyx Assassin. I mean, it's like kind of bad against Nyx Assassin in a way because it gives you an extra 14 intelligence, which makes him mana burn you for more, but it just allows me to potentially get my ult off in tougher situations. Also, the extra agility just isn't really... It's nothing to laugh at. So again, sometimes in games when you're playing like Brewmaster or here... I'm just gonna focus on talking about Brewmaster right now. I have no idea where that scan is. It's not showing on my minimap. I'm gonna take the whatchamacallit, the Titan Sliver. Sometimes when you're playing Brewmaster, who you want to target with your ult, I have double ult, so we're pretty strong right now. Who you want to target with your ult can change as the game goes on. This game, it's not really changing. We want to keep
Your Magnus.
Let's celebrate with another round.
It can change as the game goes on, but it's not really changing this game. We still want to focus the Magnus and the Terra. Yeah, go Roche. I'm being psycho. No, leave me. No, we're chill, bro. Oh no, I may have killed my ogre. Well, I don't take full responsibility for that, but I take partial. But because 3 heroes are dead on the enemy team, we have no fears of walking into Roche together. As you can see, we melted Roche incredibly quickly. Also, bounties are up, so we're gonna aim to go get bounties. I don't like it. The Terrorblade already got these bounties, but that's fine. No worries. Viper's walking up here. He's actually being kind of psycho. Again, I'm hunting with my Wind Panda while our other pandas are just kind of fighting. We hit level 18 now, so we are quite strong. Probably gonna be going AC next. AC is, aura items in general are just super beneficial on Brewmaster. Because the auras follow your Earth Panda. I don't remember if I said that already this game. It gets very difficult to remember what I've talked about and what I haven't talked about, so my apologies if I'm repeating myself too much.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Just kind of keeping an eye on the map, seeing. I don't want my Mirana to die here. I'm just kind of scaring them off. I'm not actually gonna finish this TP. I want to be playing around my gyro for the most part. Alright, so they use RP on me. I have buyback. I really don't want to use it though. Alright, I'm buyback. I mean, they're just fighting, so the reason I'm using buyback here is all of their cooldowns all of their cooldowns are down and my team is fighting, so with these kills that my team is getting, I want to be able to actually pressure or whatever with the deaths. Yo, regen. Take my bottle. Bottle it. So because my team basically won that fight, me buying back is good, because now we are able to pressure high ground. Terrorblade doesn't have BKB, so no, I can ult. Again, we're just lifting the Magnus while we hit racks with our other brews. Cool. Everything's going just dandy here. They're chain feeding. I mistimed that. He should be dead. Well, he did die. I still have a second ult. So I'm gonna be using my ult as the Viper respawns with the intention of just hitting towers with my Brewlings and then lifting the Viper with my Wind Panda.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
And there we go, easy game.
Radiant.
GG lads. I didn't listen. Can you repeat it all again? Oh, chat. You're funny. You're funny. You think Ags first is always the build for Brew now? I would say for the most part, yeah, Ags first is the build for Brew. The two ult charges and also just being able to ult twice in quick succession, like even if it's not immediate, but like even if you have like 1.5 ult charges and you use an ult and your ult's only on cooldown for like another 30 seconds after your first ult ends, it allows you to just consistently pressure the team so fast and so frequently that it's really difficult for them to keep up with the pace of the game. How do you select different Brewlings after the split? The easiest way to set up Brew hotkeys is you click Brewmaster, you demo the hero, buy the Ag Shard, free spells, level yourself up to 6. So I have it as 1 is all Brewlings, 2 is only Storm Brewling, 3 is only Earth Brewling, 4 is only Void Brewling. So typically,
I love you anytime
typically the way, like, and I have it set up so I'm always on my Earth Brewling when I first cast the ult, so I can instantly stun, then I hit 2 and I Wind Walk immediately on my Wind Panda, and you know, run the Wind Panda around trying to find who I want to tornado and everything. Usually before the fight starts, I have already thought about who I'm gonna be lifting up with Wind Panda, who I'm gonna be focusing or whatever, and kind of like what my game plan is in the fight. And then I mean, realistically, you're not gonna have a Void Panda too much because it's like super situational to have a Void Panda. But you know, then the Void Panda is just gonna be following whatever carry or right clicker on the enemy team and just getting the disarm off. The Fire Panda doesn't really matter. You just, like, literally what I do is I send one unit away. Like, basically, you want all of your pandas to be hitting whatever the Fire Panda's hitting. You don't really need a separate hotkey for it. I mean, if you really want to, you can make Fire Panda 5 and be like, wow, look at my Fire Panda go, it's gonna go murder them. But, like, I mean, it's just like, why? You're never separating your pandas like that. Like, if I really need to use my Fire Panda individually, I'll just box click it. About using it for body blocks, I don't believe it has collision. I mean, maybe it does have, no, it definitely does not have collision. Would you say Panda's hardest micro hero in Dota? Not at all. I would say Meepo is the hardest micro hero in Dota. I don't think Brew micro is hard at all, actually. I think Broodmother micro is harder. I think Meepo micro is harder. I think Visage micro is harder. I think Brew might be after those 3. Definitely not Ench. I would say Chen is probably harder than Brew though. If you have Radiance or Gem or Flame Cape neutral item, what panda will be using the effect when you split? The Earth Panda. Nova Fabri, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Appreciate the support, dude. Hope you're doing well. I think Brew is easier than Arc, yeah. I mean, Arc Warden is just like playing 2 heroes, which I don't really find that difficult, but I could be biased on that one.